of this relationship.
Right.
Because you can't love me and not listen to me.
Right.
It doesn't mean you have to do what I say.
But you have to show some regard.
And that's why I said earlier, like if I didn't listen to you, then and the thing that I didn't listen to you on happens, I have to have the humility, if I love you, to come back to you and say, man, in other words, you shouldn't have to tell me I told you so. I should be coming to you saying, man, you told me and I didn't listen and I apologize to you. I brought this heartache on myself and I brought this heartache on you because you had to watch this happen.
And then I think too, another thing I would just add really quickly is that you also have to consider competency levels. When you talk about competency levels, talk about blind spots that people have. Because I've heard people say something like this, like, you telling me about my relationship, but look at yours. Now that's fair, but sometimes we all know this, sometimes people can see your situation better than they can see their own.
Does that not offer an opportunity for them to look at their own situation?
Right, so the mutuality again.
Right, and so you have this equal sharing of information that benefits everybody if people are willing to listen. Now, if you have people in your life who won't listen to you, you need to evaluate why they're in your life. Right. No matter how you feel about them, if they don't listen to you, if they can't listen to you, why are they there? Because if we are not here to exchange information, then what are we doing?
Right. And if you're unwilling to listen to people that are in your life, that warrants evaluation as well.
On your behalf, you need to ask, what is it about this person that I don't want to listen to them? Right. Because there's no point in having people in your life that you don't want to listen to. That it's difficult to care for and have someone care for you that you're not willing to listen to. Right. That's just the reality. And that's the reality of relationships at every level of the game, right? In your and my relationship. If I'm not willing to listen to you when you're giving me advice, what are you here for? What are you here for? Right. And that's how the person starts to feel. And that's how people start to feel. And I believe that's one of the reasons that for men, when they choose a woman that other men are not okay with, that's why men start to back up. Mm-hmm. Because they've got the message. Put it this way, for men are more likely to consider caring in the information exchange. Right. So if I give you advice, I'm giving you advice because I care about you. Right. That means that you have to accept advice because you care about me. Right. And again, this is not a controlling and manipulating situation. It's just saying, you told me this, I'm going to take this into consideration, and I'll be able to show you where I took that in consideration. So it applied here, but once I evaluated some other circumstances, I didn't think that it applied there, but I did take into consideration your information in regards to this particular thing. And so for myself, I can say that I've shared information with people and never got any feedback from them regarding the information I shared with them. And I didn't take it personal. It just communicated to me that how important I was to that person. Even if they used the information or didn't use it, there was no feedback loop to say, hey, thanks for the information.
Right. I'm sorry, I take it personal. I do. Like I went out of my way. I tried to tell you this, and you got nothing. Right.
Nothing. It should be taken personal. Even if I don't take it personal, it should be taken personal.
No response.
Because it means something.
Because I just wasted my breath, and then you're gonna come back later and then cry on my shoulder, like.
Right. And so what I'm suggesting, Asia, is that if people or loved ones aren't listening, you might want to evaluate the term love. You might want to evaluate the love in that particular relationship. You do listen to people you love. You have to listen to people you love. I mean, imagine whether you whatever your religious association is. Imagine having somebody that say they love God, but their lifestyle does not reflect anywhere where they listen to God.
Which is common.
Anywhere that they listen to God, yeah. Right? The rest of us will look at them like, that person they just paying lip service. Right. They're just paying lip service. And so that's when an evaluation comes into play. And you may have to ask the person, what is it about me that you don't trust what I'm saying to you? Because it's not just the information. It has to have something to do with the nature of the relationship that you have with the person.
Right. And you got to be willing to explore.
And you got to be willing to explore and accept the conclusion of that. Right. That this may not be love between you and that person.
And women, I just say this to women specifically, sometimes you gotta be willing to let it go,
Yep.
at least temporarily.
But I think on that note, we've passed what we set for our own limit just because we had to address that particular part. But we're going to bring this to a close. Again, we hope that you like and share this video. We do think that even if you don't agree with us, whether you agree or disagree is not really the point. The point is the conversation needs to be had.
Right.
And so we want you to share this video, have other people watch it, have conversations around it, take from it good what you can. And if you have some criticism, offer us the criticism.
Right.
And we'll address the criticism as well.
All right.
All right. Thank you. You all have a great day.